Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two of the most prolific offenses in the NFL will be on display in today's game. Both teams rank in the top 10 in total yards. The Falcons are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Bucs, who will have to try and slow them down.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down following the run. In motion is Austin Hooper. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, Stanton. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Stanton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Set! No, you got 4.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Man left. Now, Barney.
Throwing again. Stanton going underneath. It's Coleman. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now. Back that it up. Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
3-19. Back that. Shoot. Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanton. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Winston gives to the tailback Martin. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, hey, hey. We got three. We got three. No. Check. Patriot! 3-19.
Stanton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now third down, less than a yard.
Two times. Here we go now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but they're surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoff...
And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Coleman now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Off the play fake. Stanton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They start the drive with Martin. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. They run again on first down. Martin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready? Wait. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. Flip. Ready? Easy.
On second down, Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. 50. Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Easy. Wait.
Winston now from the 50. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click. Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now it's the backup Gabbard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
3rd and long for Gabbard. Drops it off to Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Tight end Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Here we go now.
This is Coleman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Blue line.
Operating from the gun. Stanton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Two times. Back there.
going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now let's go.
The throw on 2nd down. Stanton getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal from the 1. On the run, this is Preston. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back 22! Back 22!
A 2nd down throw for Gabbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hey! Back, target!
On 3rd down, Gabbert. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. Gabriel, 88 yards, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gabbert now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Set. Move, 80.
Gabbert on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Down. Green, the line. Green, the line. Target.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Gabbert. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Set. Green, the line. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Two jet.
On 2nd down, Gabbert again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Gabbert. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake, Gabbard. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Gabbard. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 76 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and now it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Gabbert now. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Gabbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Back that up. Let's go. Green 30 Detroit. Switch. Watch it now. Look at 56.
Here's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There we go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 30.
From the gun, Stanton. He finds Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
On 1st and 10, Stanton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Levante David coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Sack, baby.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Gabbert now. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Tiger! Black, no, feel it! Tiger!
First down, here's the run with Martin. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
On play action, Gabbert. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Got double tight. 10. Green, the line.
To throw, Gabbert. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Flag 22. 2 jet. Back.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
They decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The Patriots have moved in front of the Dolphins now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Back now here on EA Sports.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3, 9, over.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game?
Seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he was able to shed the tackle. But the reserves come in for the stop.
Crack down, crash. Go, go. Let's run. Let's run. They're running.
Second down following the run.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Detroit.
Check.
Detroit. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
58, somebody.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Tight on the left. Move.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Got four down. Check it out, Reed.
No. Check. Patriot.
Off play action. Stanton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
This will be fielded at the 17. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
All right, here we go.
Stanton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Slam.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Right over there.
Back nine to
And
Detroit.
on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. Back 99. All right, now, look at 56. Green. Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Check. Lucky. Him. Switch it.
Back 99. Hurry up, here we go.
Come on.
nicely. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hurry up, here we go. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Levante David. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
So following the interception, here's Gabbard. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, Gabbard. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Deion Jones. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Gabbard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. Yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Now let's go. Blue 90. Hey. Blue 90. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Lucky 56. Over.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanton. Caught by Sanu. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Gun! Detroit! He's coming. Set! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And some space here. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Gabbert to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Richmond.
Gabbert. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up.